welcome. You're watching the News Hour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. So what's going to happen in the winter session next? Today, the chair of the House in the Rajya Sabha, Venkaiah Naidu, refused to lift the suspension on the 12 MPs of the opposition. This after a meeting with the LOP, the leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Mallikarjun Kharge. Naidu said that the action taken was as per the rules and decision by the House. Further, he underlined that the suspended members had shown no remorse for their actions.
In the present case, none of the 12 members had been named on that particular day, bringing forward a motion to suspend the members months after the day of occurrence of alleged disorderly conduct is not in order. And it has been done selectively. There are some members nothing to do with this, and this incident happened in last session. How can you take this?
You are giving me lessons. So this is not the way. The motion was moved, it was approved, action is taken, it is final. If the members who have committed this sacrilege against the House, they have not expressed any remorse. On the other hand, they are justifying. And so I don't think the appeal of the leader of opposition is worth considering. It is wrong to say it's anti-democratic. It is to protect democracy. Action has been taken.
Now, with the government refusing to step back, opposition parties balked at the idea of an apology as well. Mallikarjun Kharge, in fact, late in the evening, wrote to Venkaiah Naidu requesting that the suspension be taken back in the larger interest of parliamentary democracy. He also gave 3 reasons to show that the process and procedure had been completely ignored while acting against these MPs. 1, because the whole House had not voted for the suspension motion. 2nd, because the penalty for one session cannot be imposed in the following session. And 3rd, because the suspended MPs, he claims, were not given a chance to speak their side before the penalty. And finally, on the issue of apology, all the MPs replied, thanks, but no thanks.
ये जबरदस्ती क्यों माफी मांगने चाहते हैं? क्योंकि इनके हाथ में शंका है। ये सबसे बड़ी बात ये है कि ये एक तरीके की बाहुबली सियासत हो रहे हैं।
किस बात की माफी? कि हम लोगों की आवाज पहुंचाना चाहते थे, हमें माफ कर दो ना।
उधर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में नहीं है, टोटल लॉलेसनेस है, और उनको दिमाग में है कि मोदी जी है तो मुमकिन है, वो जो जी चाहे वही कर सकते। टोटल तानाशाही, तुगलकशाही, हिटलरशाही और मोदी शाही भी चल रहा है।
उसमें मेरा नाम तो कहीं नहीं था, और अगर सस्पेंड होना था, मैं कोई ऐसा काम किया था या कोई और मेरे दूसरे साथी किए थे, तो आपको पिछली बार ही सस्पेंशन देना था। ये लोग बहस से भागते हैं, कोई बिल बिना बहस कराए पास कराना चाहते हैं, और ये कोई नई बात नहीं है। हम लोग भी संसद में नहीं जाके सड़क पर आंदोलन करेंगे, छोड़ेंगे थोड़े, आंदोलन तो करेंगे।
So what's the way out of the washout? Is an apology the only way ahead? And can the government, while seeking an apology to break the deadlock, defend the House Chair's action to suspend in contravention of rules?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, joining us now, Shazia Almi, national spokesperson of the BJP, Ishkaran Bhandari, advocate, Sebastian Paul, former MP and spokesperson of CPIM, Riju Datta, spokesperson Trinamool Congress, leader of the Congress, Qamar Zaman Chaudhary. Ishkaran Bhandari, first, because you're also a lawyer, I want to ask you about the rule that has been quoted again and again to say that what has happened is actually unconstitutional. The fact that you cannot have, as per Rule 256 Part 1, penalty on MPs in the subsequent session to what they had committed alleged misdemeanors in.
Let me answer by what Maharashtra Assembly did, because I can quote the rule, but Maharashtra Assembly, for some ruckus or violence done in the Assembly, suspended MLAs for 1 year. This is the same thing I said yesterday on a debate. What is retrospective is when you do something and you punish for something which was not a crime
done. If on the last day did this something which qualifies as a crime or which qualifies for punishment, punishment for that can always be given subsequently. For example, like I said, if in Maharashtra you have suspended for 1 year, that obviously includes you have suspended people for further and future sessions. That is implicit in it. Similarly, if they have done it for this session, it is for future sessions also. That is there. Secondly, the procedure of a parliament or assembly, there are numerous Supreme Court judgments in which the chair is supreme, and that procedure cannot be questioned easily in the court of law. That has also been upheld in numerous judgments. And lastly, all I will say is this is a cross-party line issue. It cannot be that where BJP is in opposition or Congress is in opposition in assembly, the speaker or the chair can suspend, but in parliament they cannot. The parliamentarians as well as the politicians have to find a solution. If you are doing violence, unruly behavior, whosoever be the ruling party, can you suspend, and will you suspend, and what would be the suspension? I for one believe any unruly behavior by BJP, Congress, TMC, SP, any party deserves a suspension so that this unruly behavior stops, whether it be in assembly or be it in the parliament.
All right, Riju Datta, now respond to that. Let's really go past this law because everyone has quoted their own interpretations of the law. That eventually can be decided either by the chair of the house or by a court of law, not by us sitting on a TV debate. But if the government is saying apologize and move on, why not?
Why, for what? Why should we apologize? Why should we apologize? I'm going to say something to you and to your viewers and for all the panelists, so give me the courtesy of time. Why are bills passed without discussion? You bulldozed every rule in the book and you implemented the farm laws. Then the farmers won, you said sorry and you repealed the farm laws. No debate allowed. Not even a fig leaf of democracy. You know, the Prime Minister needs to understand that the Parliament is where the government is accountable and answerable. The Parliament is not Man Ki Baat. Like the ex-finance minister of this country said, and Yashwant Sinha ji, who is our vice president, that the Parliament has become an expensive nuisance. It should be abolished altogether. The BJP parliamentarians should meet and, like their Ahmedabad Gymkhana, should pass laws. They just want to bully the opposition. Bottom line is complete bulldozing of the parliamentary democracy, mocking the constitution and trampling the federal structure is the new norm in Modi ji's new India.
All right, so when did Sushma Swaraj or Arun Jaitley get onto a table and try to suffocate a marshal? Because, you know, we keep quoting this example just to make things clear. These are very different things. To say that disruption is also a part of parliamentary procedure and to try and choke and suffocate a marshal are two very different things. Riju Datta. So maybe an apology for that?
My question is this.
Yes.
What happened in this is the punishment for the monsoon session.
Yes.
The entire monsoon session was disrupted because the ruling government did not want to talk about
you are
Pegasus.
sidestepping the question.
After the session was nearing its end or coming to its end, the Supreme Court gave two steps to the... I'm not sidestepping the question.
Misdemeanor, which includes, and I quote, one more male marshal was left choking and suffocating when a member in an attempt to breach the cordon caught hold of his neck. Complaint has been submitted by the concerned marshal. So a female marshal has been left with contusions and bruises, and one marshal has been left choking. So an apology is not unheard of for trying to choke someone.
Can I answer now?
Yes.
No, can I answer?
Yes.
My question is the incident that you have cited, nobody is supporting that incident. Unruly behavior can be punished, but the punishment was for disrupting the parliament during the monsoon session.
No,
my question is
the punishment is for this behavior. The punishment is for exactly this behavior. Sir, you are saying, right, nobody is supporting it. So just say sorry.
Because of the result.
Now you are going off topic. You are saying nobody can support this behavior.
Why did we say sorry? For raising the issue of the country. For raising the issue of the public.
Nobody can, and I'm sure none of the well-meaning members of parliament support this behavior.
Where the chair is acting as a Hitler and you expect the opposition to say sorry.
Sir, if you try and choke Shazia Ilmi and somebody says that, you know, instead of filing a police complaint, we are going to let you go with an apology, that's not Hitler Shahi. That's actually a reasonable way out. Because you want to get on with the work.
Number one, I am not going to try and... Number one, I am never going to try and choke Shazia Ilmi. And number two, Shazia Ilmi and her party should not choke the citizens of this country. Then the parliament will run.
Sir, that's a very rhetorical comment. You still haven't answered my question.
No respect for parliamentary democracy. Then what do you expect?
Sir, you have got here 2 complaints in black and white for what you yourself accept is bad behavior. Now, is it unreasonable for Venkaiah Naidu to say, apologize and move on?
It was, did he say that, or did he say that we have passed the bills in the house and you are suspended? We have approved it in the house and you are suspended.
No, he actually did say that. He did say that.
The matter went to him.
He has said that. He said that there was lack of remorse.
Reconsideration, then he said that.
Sir, there was lack of remorse, which is basically saying you don't want to say sorry.
My question is this, why should we be remorseful? For what?
Why should? I just read out the complaint which says that perhaps you could be remorseful for choking somebody. Why should they be remorseful, Shazia Ilmi?
The honorable chairman should pull the individual
okay, allow me to come in. You have spoken enough, sir.
Bulldoze parliamentary democracy.
I think
let me rephrase my question. The question is, just a second, Shazia Ilmi, before you reply, let me rephrase my question. My question is that you will focus on them trying to choke people, but you will not focus on you choking their voice. They say they were forced to do all this only because you never let them speak inside parliament. So, jaise ko taisa.
So the fact of the matter is that the rules apply, and I think just like ordinary citizens are bound by IPC, CRPC, similarly parliamentarians have to follow the rule book, and it makes it very, very clear, because this happened on 11th of August, which was the last day of the last session. Action had to be taken on the first available opportunity, which is this session. And I think it's pretty shameful that there were parliamentarians who use the gender, because some women MPs, and even some, and misbehaved with marshals. And when the minister was speaking, and when the new cabinet had to be introduced, even when the names were being called out for them to speak and answer exactly the same questions, that the points that they were raising and the answers to which had to be given by the government, there was this kind of misbehavior and absolutely unruly behavior. They are not VIPs. They are bound by laws. They cannot go and misbehave and do what they please. Laws are the same for everybody. So just because you're a parliamentarian and you belong to some other party, you cannot subvert laws and just say,
fine.
oh, because we're not
But what do you have to say to the charge that if they are supposed to...
Miss Ilmi, when Hardeep Singh Puri called Dr. Shantanu Sen with abusive language, why was action not taken against him? Can you please explain that?
Shazia Ilmi.
When Hardeep Singh Puri used abusive language against Dr. Shantanu Sen, why was he not penalized by the chair?
When Shantanu Sen... Okay, but can I ask you a question? When Shantanu Sen calls Hardeep Puri and misbehaves with him and threatens him, then action should not be taken against Shantanu Sen. It's like Mr. Sen's word against
There are more than 20
and
MPs. There are 20 MPs.
And when Priyanka Chaturvedi misbehaved, and there's a video recording proving this. There's a video recording saying that.
And abused him. There is no witness on your part.
That's very convenient.
So stop lying.
There are 60 MPs. There are 60 MPs. There are 60 MPs. There are 60 MPs seeing Shantanu.
So let me ask you this. These are very serious charges and they have been made again and again. First, they were made by Shantanu Sen that Mr. Puri tried to abuse him or did abuse him. Then there were charges by your MPs that there were male marshals who manhandled them. Is there any evidence that you have of this, or are you saying the government is releasing footage from the Rajya Sabha selectively and hiding what happened to you, Riju Datta? Because this will be on record, right? This will be in the Rajya Sabha.
Let me tell you this.
They're private recordings. No, they would be, yes.
Miss Joshi, one thing, let me make it very clear. Forget the ruling government, forget the opposition. Can the ruling government explain why press is not allowed in the press gallery?
Now you're again changing tack. Let me, while you think over this answer, let me bring in Sebastian Paul as well, because we see very clearly from everything that happened in August.
something
on record.
Just a second. From everything that we have seen from August Sebastian, that all of this activity was being recorded by the opposition MPs. There were members of parliament, of the TMC, of the Congress, who were recording all these proceedings on their mobile phone. My point is, okay, the government was trying to silence the opposition. They brought in marshals to manhandle the opposition. There are MPs who were recording it. Please show us. The government must answer. If male marshals were manhandling lady MPs, they must be brought to book. Riju Datta, one of the MPs, was from your party. You please show that footage and put this government in the dock. But Mr. Paul, what do you have to say about that?
It is not a question of the opposition MPs producing their recorded video images or not. It's another thing. But my point is that it is the bounden duty of the government to create an atmosphere for the smooth functioning of the House. But not only on that day, but during the entire period of the last session of Parliament, we see what was happening there. The government was choking the Parliament. The government was choking the House. It was in response to that.
Sir, again, you know, whenever I ask a specific question, I am saying that today we will believe what we see, right? What I see is very clear video footage of a lady marshal being manhandled, of people being pushed around by opposition MPs. Sure, they were also pushed, but they are pushing around the marshals. Second, 2 complaints in writing of staff of the Rajya Sabha being manhandled. I am asking you if you also have evidence of how the opposition was harangued and manhandled. Please put out the evidence. Why are you resisting?
If there is any evidence, we will produce it.
Are you saying there is no evidence? You've got MPs, sir, who were in the House. 2 of your MPs have been suspended as well. Are you saying your party did not record anything?
I have no video clips with me now. But if there are video clips, it will be produced at the time of a proper inquiry.
Sir, there has been 2 months. And speaking of an inquiry, I read in the Indian Express today that you had an offer being made in October for opposition members to participate in an inquiry, but they refused. Is that correct?
Well, if there is an inquiry, it will be better to participate in it. And I don't know the facts about that. But it is not the duty of the MPs or opposition MPs to produce evidence in that matter. There should be a proper inquiry, and only after a proper inquiry, punishment can be taken out.
Okay, Shazia Elmi, there should be a proper impartial inquiry into what really happened, and until then, this punishment should be kept in abeyance.
Definitely. Punishment done in haste is not
this is the same thing they said. Remember the fuss Rahul Gandhi and Mamata Banerjee made about, Pegasus, and then when we asked them, please go ahead because you have a problem, go ahead with any evidence you have and go to any court of law or any police station or a cyber crime cell. They refused. And what is this? Is your word against mine? It's footage which is there for everybody because they're Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha proceedings being shown and streamed live.
Riju Datta, do you have footage? Do you have footage? There were at least 2 MPs who were recording everything.
You have nothing to say.
Please release that footage.
Changing a goalpost. You just lie through your teeth. Shamefully.
Riju Datta.
One question, I want to rebut Ms. Ilmi, what she's saying about the Pegasus and everything. I think she has got short-term
No, sir,
memory
we are not
loss.
going to get sidetracked into Pegasus. You know, first you please submit your phones as evidence because the Supreme Court committee has told you within a month to submit your phones. Then we will come back after a month and debate Pegasus. I will not let this get sidetracked. Please tell me if you have evidence from your MPs who are recording proceedings. Please expose the government, expose the BJP, expose the marshals. Expose them.
I challenge you.
We will do the needful. We will do the needful.
It's my open challenge.
So it's been 2 months. It's been 2 months. When will the need arise for the needful? It's been 2 months. Release it.
The suspension.
You know, really,
Ms. Joshi, the suspension order came yesterday. अभी आप देखिए ना आगे आगे क्या होता है. आप देखते रहिए ना मैडम. धरना तो कल से शुरू होगा. उसके बाद आप एविडेंस देखते रहिए. आपकी डिबेट पे एविडेंस एक्सपोज होंगे.
Very good. If you have evidence, I think it's in the interest of parliamentary democracy for it to be exposed. Ishkaran Bhandari wants to respond. Yes.
But one short point here, since we are discussing freedom, Kerala Assembly, where violence occurred, got a police case registered, an FIR done where BJP is not a party, it's between communists and the Congress. And the Supreme Court, once the government changed, they wanted to withdraw it. Supreme Court came down very heavily on it. They said, no, we will not allow criminal proceedings to be withdrawn. No, you will not claim parliamentary privilege. No, you will face the law. At least the speaker, at least the chair has not registered FIRs. Because if that would have happened, he would have called it a death of democracy, sending police people to MPs. Whereas in Kerala, that is a precedent. Whether that's a good precedent or a bad precedent is a matter to discuss. But that's a non-BJP precedent where violence in the assembly led to FIRs, which the Supreme Court approved and which the Supreme Court says, including a minister who was involved then, they must face the law. That is the
maybe
benchmark we need to
Chaudhary,
set.
that's a good idea. Instead of boycotting or walking out, if you say that marshals manhandled your members, file FIRs. There's a precedent for that.
In that case, it was filed on the politicians.
Padmaja,
Zero evidence and with
basic
lies.
point here is, let me speak, please, ma'am. Let me speak. Please have the courtesy. Thank you. Parliament belongs to the opposition, where opposition members and the government members debate, discuss, and decide on issues of public importance.
It belongs to the country. It's a temple
The
of democracy.
honors of the responsibility,
It does not belong to the opposition. It
of
belongs to
running
all
the
of us.
parliament. Shahja,
Do not
please
dishonor
have that
it.
minimum
Do not
courtesy to let
dishonor
me
it.
speak.
Do not
Please do
misbehave.
not bulldoze
Do not
this
behave like
panel
Ms.
like you are
Ilmi, just let
bulldozing
him
the
make his
parliament,
opening
madam.
comments. To be fair to Mr. Chaudhary, he has just
No.
started speaking. It's his first comment. Yes.
Yes, please do not bulldoze.
Okay,
me
sir,
the
go
panel
on.
Like you are bulldozing the parliament. Yeah, thank you. The point that I want to bring out here is on that eventful day where this
convenient.
punishment has been meted out after 2 months, that particular day, the Rajya Sabha TV was switched off. I know the reason why was it switched off. Why was it not telecast directly to the people of this country? When the incident happened, the honors of publishing the entire unedited
Oh my God,
version
one
of
more
the
conspiracy.
CCTV footage lies
One
on the
more
government.
conspiracy.
Why is the government shying away?
When was
on
Rajya
releasing
Sabha
the
TV blacked
video
out? On the 11th of August.
When you are selectively
When was Rajya Sabha TV
releasing-
blacked out? On the 11th of August.
How much do you lie?
Please go through the archive.
I
Please
don't
go
know who
through
you
the
are,
archive.
sir,
Then
but
why
you know,
are
I
you
mean,
not
come on,
releasing?
this is how you lie.
No, why are you not releasing the data then of the Rajya
No,
Sabha
but
TV which was
what is
being
stopping you?
recorded? Why don't you release
What
the
is that to be-
unedited version?
Which data do you want released?
Why you not releasing?
No, just a second. There is
Why?
okay, sir.
Why?
Yes.
No.
When was Rajya Sabha TV
The
blacked out?
point
On the
here
11th of August.
Shaji-
Is that what you're saying?
Lying through your teeth.
Then why is the unedited? No. If
You're
you
lying,
can
sir.
say
Sir,
that
can I say you
this
very-
particular,
I'm sorry, I'm
everybody knows the Rajya Sabha TV was blacked out during that time.
When?
Madam, this is nothing news to you. It's
Arey,
nothing
when
news to
was
you.
it blacked out?
You are asking our MPs.
Okay,
you
can I
are
please
asking
have
our
can I
MPs
please
to
have
submit
silence
a
for a second?
video.
Sir, you answered the question. Are you saying it was blacked out on the 11th of August, the day that this skirmish happened? When was it blacked out?
You please submit the details of the Rajya Sabha TV.
Of
that
which
particular
date?
Episode, the unedited version.
Of which date?
On that day when the Rajya Sabha closed the last day of that session, monsoon session, when the people, the parliamentarians claimed that they are manhandled, the marshals claimed that they were manhandled by the parliamentarians. Why don't you release it in
Really?
public
Shazia
domain?
Elmi,
What is
was there a blackout
stopping
on
it?
that day? On the last day of the
There's
parliament
nothing to be
session in the
released.
monsoon?
So I think no. So Padmaja, from this discussion itself, it has been proven that they have no evidence but lies to fall back on. Little do they know the reality of live TV. I'm from television background. I have studied it. So that's where I come from. In live TV, it cannot be doctored. One thing, you cannot edit online as you go ahead. One, live streaming is live. One, and two, and most importantly, if there's a blackout even for 1 minute, everybody comes to know. There's no data to be released. So, sir, you're totally off. And you're lying so badly and you're making such a hash of it that is so, nobody can believe it. If you want to lie, please do a smarter job. because you're doing a really pathetic job.
Kamal Zaman
Anybody
Chaudhary,
who's
this
from
is really
production or
strange.
TV or knows
You
anything
say
about
that this
business
such and such
will
thing
follow
happened,
that.
and when somebody says this never happened because there is no footage, you say because you have hidden the footage. This is the best argument ever. You would have been a fabulous lawyer. Ishkaran Bhandari also approves.
Why are you excuse me?
He's smiling from ear to ear.
No, it's let me just speak one thing. Please, let me just speak one thing. Let me just speak one thing. Can I speak? Please, I need to defend the lawyer fraternity.
Okay, Ishkaran Bhandari wants to respond not as a political analyst but as from the lawyer community. Yes, quickly, Ishkaran. Yes.
Firstly, it's a factual situation. I do not know what's the fact. But as a lawyer, when you're saying a lawyer, he would be like a good lawyer. Lawyers do well because we speak the truth in the court. If people were to lie on national TV, that will, or to lie in court, that would land the lawyer as well as the client in trouble. So let us not generalize lawyers like that. Otherwise, my lawyer friends will come sue you, sue me, and sue everybody.
No,
so
please do not do that. That was, let me put an immediate disclaimer. It was said in a lighter vein. But coming back to the issue, Sebastian Paul, you have Ishkaran Bhandari stating a precedent, saying, please go ahead and file criminal cases because the charges you are making of unlawful suspension, of manhandling, of violence and of silencing are very serious. File cases. You've seen a precedent in your state, in Kerala.
The precedent in my state, Kerala, may not be a good precedent for the parliament to follow. Parliament is a place where occasionally proceedings will be disrupted, there will be disturbances, and it is the privilege of the opposition in certain unusual circumstances. Filing of FIR and proceedings criminal cases is not the way in which such situations may be dealt with. So here, in this case, the chairman of the Council of States have put in a bad precedent, I have to say. The suspension should be revoked.
Okay.
And,
it's interesting you say that it was a very bad precedent that was set in the Kerala Assembly, sir, because let me remind you that among the people who are accused from the 2015 case is also your education minister. But let's leave it at that. You have a situation here where we are looking at a potential washout. Let's hope it doesn't happen that way. There are a number of ways out. One, that there is an understanding. Two, that the chair decides that 1 day of suspension, 2 days of suspension is enough and we can get back to business. 3, there is an apology. And 4, if there has been illegal action by the chair, it will be exposed by Riju Datta's party and it will be challenged in court by Kamar Zaman Chaudhary's party. Let's see which way it goes. For the time being, thank you very much, all gentlemen, Shazia Almi, for joining me on Debate One. News coming in. At this moment, the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha has